a terminal can be explained as any point in the transportation process that handles freight and people, whether it ends or anywhere in between. The flow of both people and freight is organized around and via terminals, which serve as primary and intermediate points. They often require specific facilities and equipment to accommodate the traffic they handle.
With terminal, it allows accessibilities for a vehicle to operate on a specialized ways. Example, a ship can be used road as the way, and train can use rail track as the way, and airplane can use air as the way. Second, it permit interchange between mode, or even to most cases, between different mode of transport. For example, if a good being transported by sea transport using a ship berth at the port, the role of road transport now play a second role of moving those good after being processed need to export to outside country. The role of air transport now comes in, as the air can now be used to transport the goods from one point to another point.
Besides that, terminal also increase the speed of the movement of people and goods carried from one end to another. With terminal, the total journey time reduced as everything is coordinate. The check-in counter, waiting counter, information on flight and transport is easier to organize, thus increasing the speed to travel. Terminal also facilitates the movement of people and goods being transported. These can be done through great consolidation of place and goods according to the destination. The goods and passengers need to go and send to dot with terminal consolidation activities is easier, as different terminal can handle different type of traffic.
The ability to serve a large concentration of people and industrial operations, which together make up a terminal's market area, is unquestionably the most important consideration to make when selecting a location for a transportation terminal. This is because a terminal's market area is comprised of both people and the operation of industrial businesses. Customers that use the terminal are drawn from this market area's demographics. Certain terminals, such as those that could be located at ports and airports, are subject to locational restrictions. Constructed transportation hubs are sited away from primary urban centers, since doing so helps to reduce both high land prices and the amount of congestion, since most of time the town or city center serves as the concentration point for a variety of road passenger services. Selecting a site for road passenger terminals is often a more straightforward process. The pattern of passenger services in a typical region may be shown by a model, and it would look like a network of local service within the city and the large towns of the area, radial service connecting the city and the large town, service connecting the large town with their neighbors, and last but not least, radial and circular service linking the large towns with the smaller towns and villages.
It is vital that the terminal be well connected to the local transportation system and that it is readily accessible from surrounding hubs. To provide one concrete example, even if a marine port is equipped to efficiently handle maritime traffic, its value may be reduced if it lacks a sufficient link the market areas it served due to a flawed inland transit network.
When it comes to passenger traffic, preparations need to be made to enable the orderly unloading and loading of vehicles, as well as the speedy and easy movement of passengers between vehicles that are operating under the same of different modes of transportation. If there is passenger traffic that includes international transit, it will be necessary to provide facilities for customs, immigrations, and health authorities. As a result of the pandemic that happened in 2020, each transportation terminal will be furnished with screening devices that are required to examine the passenger's health before they are allowed entry into the country.
It is vital to repair and maintain all vehicles, regardless of whether they are used for the transportation of people or products, to maintain a high degree of quality in the services that are offered. As a direct result of this, terminals will be required to make available to their patrons either a service counter or a maintenance area. It is essential to repair and maintain all vehicles, regardless of whether they are used for the transportation of people or goods, to keep the quality of the service at a prominent level. As a direct consequence of this, terminals will be forced to provide either service center or a maintenance area to their customers.
Also, there should be a covered area, which may or may not have seats, to protect and comfort passengers while they wait for the bus or coach to get to its destination.
Trial runs of autonomous vehicles are currently being conducted, and 2 of them have been stationed at the departure and arrival gates of Terminal 1 and the departure gate of Terminal 2, in order to provide assistance to passengers who have particular requirements, such as those who are pregnant, disabled, or elderly. Both terminals, as well as the duty-free shopping area, each have their own autonomous shopping cart robot, making a total of 6 available across the airports.